Hey Vsauce, I'm Jake, and get ready to... Sometimes I wish I was a giant pizza. Versus Skeletons, a game where you play a giant 25-foot pizza tasked with destroying the dearly departed. You have to crush your enemies when they least expect it and avoid getting sliced. But that's not all, because when you're a giant pizza, you also have to rescue dogs that then adhere to your lactose-covered chest, swim in the ocean, and sumo wrestle giant skulls. You can customize your pizza's toppings and even have it be a different globulous object. The game's art style is also very reminiscent of Vincent van Gogh, and if you don't like it, then that's too bad, because it's either my way or the zombie highway. In the game, you find yourself driving down a seemingly endless stretch of road inhabited only by empty cars and zombies that get more air than Michael Jordan.
I believe I can fly.
Some of them you can shoot off by using a varying array of weapons, but the majority you will have to dispatch by sideswiping their corroded corpses against abandoned vehicles. Are we there yet? No! There are 7 different types of walkers in this game, so be sure to do your research with StudyBlue. StudyBlue is a fantastic learning tool that lets you easily create flashcards for studying or search the thousands and thousands of ones created by other users. You can link up to your school so you can share cards amongst your friends or even your teachers. It's a great tool not only for students, but also if you just feel like finding out more about topics that interest you. Since the flashcards are entirely digital, you can forget about those long nights of pen and paper. In the game, you play the Dungeon Master and each adventurer that is on this quest. You have to choose what characters to include in your party, which can range from the pizza guy to your grandmother, and the amount of customization and upgrading is actually pretty incredible. The game is a really well done turn-based RPG filled with lots of humor and other little things. Forever. Little Things Forever is a beautiful seek and find game. As you dive deeper into an image, it breaks apart into hundreds of little objects that you need to find. Every successful game gives you a puzzle piece, which then unlocks mini puzzle games, which in turn opens more levels. Sometimes it becomes difficult to keep track of where all the objects are, and that's the catch. A simple and sleek organizational tool. Not only is this a great app for note-taking, but it allows you to capture ideas as they happen or integrate photos you already have. You can set reminders for yourself, make checklists, and once your idea is ready to be shared, you can create a space where your friends can collaborate on the project with you. There's also a voice memo function, so you can record all those ideas you have for segues.
Future Jake, this is past Jake. If you're listening to this, then whatever you do not mention the next app. Everything is pixels now. I only see in pixels. I even dream of pixels.
An incredibly fun puzzle game by developer Dawn of Play. The premise is pretty similar to Tetris, but in reverse. You have to remove certain types of blocks from the main shape, eliminating rows and trying not to litter your path with rogue blocks that could stop you from clearing lines. There are a bunch of different game modes to choose from and different levels to explore, but let's explore our surroundings instead with Sitegeist. The app takes publicly available data, categorizes it, and puts it into an infographic of stats on your area. It uses GPS to pinpoint your location and then gives you a rundown on the people, housing, sites, environment, and history of where you are. It's really cool and a great way to get a knowledge-filled snapshot of your surroundings. If, however, your surroundings try to kill you, then you might be in Anomaly Korea. In the sequel to Anomaly Warzone Earth, you have to command your squad through a deadly path of killer machines. Not only do you choose what units are part of your team, but you also strategize and map out which path will be the best for your unit to take. But let's go a bit old school with this episode's App of the Week, Rico, A Tale of Two Brothers. This pixelated platformer is an incredibly fun and addictive game. You play Rico's brother, who's nameless. Your brother Rico stripped you of all your power and is on a mission to take over the world, and your job is to stop him. The look of the game is remarkably crisp, the controls are fantastic, and this game is just seriously awesome. It also has a fantastic soundtrack. Links to everything can be found in the description below. I'm Jake, and as always, thanks for watching.